Let me start with a very simple question. When you miss your sales target, whose problem is it? Is it yours? Is it your manager's? Is it your client or the market condition? So, who do you blame if you're not able to achieve the target? Well, if you've answered that it was client's fault, it was the market which was not very conducive, we didn't get the right price, the customer was asking very different price, it was my boss's fault, he was not able to take out time, he didn't sit in a closing meeting with me, or I didn't get the documents on time. मतलब अगर आपका क्लोजर नहीं हुआ, if you've not met with your sales target, सबकी गलती है सिवाय आपके. How many of you feel that? And if you feel that, then let me ask you another question. If your sales target was your personal business revenue, what would you do so differently this month then? Or if you had to bet your own personal money to close a business deal, how would you approach it differently? Scenario change हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? Because now आपका खुद का पैसा इन्वॉल्व है. इट इज योर ओन मनी विच इज एट स्टेक एंड आप जी जान लगा दोगे टू क्लोज दैट डील. यू नो वट एवर रिस्पॉन्सेज दैट you've given or you've thought about it, let me tell you, the best salesperson never waits for others to own their results. They take full ownership, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, You with Sonia on Thinking Thursdays, and today we're going to be talking about mindset code, a code that is standing on three pillars, which is ownership, discipline, and being target oriented. So if you're into sales, don't go anywhere. Watch this video right till the end, as it's going to give you a very different perspective, and it might even help you change your mindset. So let's get started. But before that, please hit the subscribe button. If you've still not subscribed to my channel, grab your cups of coffee and let's start. You know, I was doing a training session somewhere and I gave this example. It stayed with me, so I want to share that with you. Imagine एक करियाने की दुकान है, there is a departmental store and the owner is sitting on that reception desk, right? And if the cleaner has not come today, no dusting has happened, what the owner does, he'll get up or she'll get up, take a cloth and start dusting, क्योंकि उसकी खुद की दुकान है, that's his own shop. So the owner, what will do, he'll not wait for other people to come and do the cleaning. If the customers are about to come, he'll get up, he'll take that duster and he'll start dusting the entire office. Whereas an employee, when employee comes to the office, he'll go to the owner to say that, you know, the cleaner hasn't come, my whole desk is dirty. He'll wait for the owner to tell. He'll wait for the owner to tell him that, okay, the cleaner hasn't come. Why don't you just clean up your own desk at least? And that's when you will pick up a cloth and बड़े आधे मन से you'll start dusting your workstation, और उसमें आप 2-3 गालियां भी निकाल दोगे कि क्या यार, हम लोग इस ऑफिस में काम करते हैं और हमें ही अपना वर्कस्टेशन भी साफ करना पड़ रहा है, ऐसा कैसे होता है? तो we'll have 10 excuses. Now, I want to ask you, do you have a owner's mindset or do you have an employee's mindset? Because these are two very different things. So if you want to progress, if you want to achieve your targets, if you want to grow as a salesperson, you need to shift from an employee focus to a owner's focus mindset. Let me share with you the 3 pillars on which your mindset code is standing, which is your ownership, discipline, and being target oriented. Now, when I say ownership, what comes to your mind? That, you know, I own this. This is my responsibility. If a target is given, it's not like I'll say that I did my part. You know, if the target was not achieved, so be it. I gave it my shot. You know, if the customer is not picking up the phone, if the customer last minute changing plans, if the customer is not interested in my project, तो क्या हुआ? मतलब it's not my fault. That is not ownership. Ownership is, come what may, I'm going to make sure that I achieve this target because I have taken it. It's my responsibility. Now, how will I achieve it? I'm going to sit down and chalk out a plan week by week. What am I supposed to do and how will I achieve that plan? And अगर उस plan को achieve करने के लिए मुझे किसी की जरूरत है, किसी की help की जरूरत है, किसी की जिसकी भी जरूरत है, you know, I will make sure that the person is made available to me so that I'm able to achieve my target. So there is your shift of your mindset, which is I did my part. to saying that I will get the results that I want. And that's my responsibility because I have taken that target. Nobody gave me that target on a gunpoint to say that, if you don't achieve this target, you're out of this job, or you'll be penalized, or you have to compensate the company. No one is telling you that, but you accepted that target and you say, okay, fine. If I'm ready to accept my achievements, I'm ready to accept my failures also. See, अगर आपका sales target नहीं achieve होता है, तो हम जैसे बोलते हैं कि हमारे मैनेजर की गलती थी, हमारी कंपनी की गलती थी, हमारी पॉलिसीज हमें ठीक नहीं लगी, हमारा प्रोजेक्ट बहुत गंदे लोकेशन पे है, इसलिए सेल्स नहीं हुई, आई कुडंट डू द टारगेट. बट वी हैव नेवर डन दैट इंट्रोस्पेक्शन टू से दैट डिड आई गिव माय 100%? Did I leave no stone unturned? Did I give my very best shot? कुछ ऐसा था जो मैं कर सकता था या कर सकती थी जिसकी वजह से शायद ये क्लोजर हो जाता. We don't do all of that, यार. हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है, हम नहीं करना चाहते हैं, right? It's very easy to shift the blame. That's what we all do, right? But क्या आप, when tomorrow you close a deal and you are successful and you've actually achieved your target month on month, do you give that credit to your manager or to the client or to the market कि market was very favorable इसलिए मैंने सेल कर दी? नहीं, उस समय हम कहेंगे कि नहीं, ये मेरा ही था काम, मैंने ही किया था, इसलिए ये टारगेट हो गया. बट जहां टारगेट नहीं अचीव हुआ, we say okay fine, we did our best, nahi ho paya. So similarly, if you are taking full responsibility and you are taking the full credit कि मैंने ये deal close करी है, तो अगर नहीं हुई है, then please start taking that ownership. That's where your mindset will shift. When you are taking that ownership, you will start thinking कि मैंने ये क्यों नहीं close किया? Where did I go wrong? Where I could have improved? When you get into that zone, you start to improvise on your techniques. Ownership is responsibility for the results and not just activity. So today if you say I did 50 calls or I did 100 calls, तो मेरा काम हो गया. But वो 100 calls में से अगर 50% या 80% लोगों ने फोन ही नहीं उठाया, तो आपका तो फिर रिजल्ट नहीं आया ना. तो उसमें ओनरशिप कहां से हो गई? So you have to take ownership of the outcomes and not just the activities that you're doing. It's all about finding solutions and not just getting stuck at the problems. And it's all about treating your targets as your business and not somebody else's business. Always ask yourself when you're stuck in a situation that if this target was my own profit, my personal profit, would I do something very differently? क्योंकि अगर वो सारा पैसा मेरे बैंक अकाउंट में आना है, तो मैं तो भैया जी जान लगा दूंगा या लगा दूंगी, right? To close that deal. तो क्या आपने कोई ऐसी चीज जो थी करनी पर आपने नहीं की क्योंकि आपको लगा कि यार ये तो कंपनी का टारगेट है, कोई बात नहीं, मेरे को 10 का टारगेट मिला था, मैंने 5 कर लिए हैं, चलो कोई बात नहीं, बॉस थोड़ा बहुत बोलेगा चलेगा. इफ दैट इज द एटीट्यूड, देन यू आर नॉट गोना गो वेरी लॉन्ग, क्योंकि आप फिर वो अपने केयरलेस कंफर्ट जोन में चले जाओगे. सो हियर आई वांट टू गिव यू एन एक्टिविटी. यू कैन डू इट एट योर लेजर टाइम. वन मोर थिंग, दैट नेम ऑफ द एक्टिविटी इज वन मोर थिंग. सो थिंक अबाउट a customer that you've been chasing for a very long time, or there is a very hot lead sitting in front of you. So ask yourself, what is that one thing I'm going to do this week that will bring that customer to a closing table? So ask yourself this. I'm just going to leave you at this thought, because if you want ownership, then start with your own tracking. Don't wait for a report. Don't wait for your bosses to tell you. You should know your numbers better than your bosses. And if you start doing that, let me tell you, your bosses will never complain. They will always be on your side. Coming to pillar number 2, which is discipline. Now, this is very, very crucial because it's the sales people's mindset. आपको अगर कोई गोल मिल रहा है और आपका एक रिजल्ट है जो आपको अचीव करना है, बीच का जो ब्रिज है, that is your discipline. That is your discipline. So discipline is nothing but a bridge between your goal and what is the result you want to achieve. So if you think you are very good in closing, or you're very good in whatever skills that you have, and aap to hamesha grow karoge, but if you don't have the discipline, then you will not be able to reach to your destination. So for example, if you're very good in your presentations, or you're very good in strategy, you're very good in Excels, but you are not not on time. You are always delaying things. You're always procrastinating that I will do it tomorrow. I am very good. You're very overconfident. Now, what is going to happen is, आपका discipline नहीं है. So tomorrow, everybody is going to look at you and say that, okay, fine, this person has the skills, but this person is not dependable. And that's going to be the kind of reputation that you're going to carry forward. And that's going to tarnish your image as well. Having talent is great, but it's the discipline that will win you over time. Sales discipline is nothing but, consistently prospecting, looking at customers, trying to get to know whether they're your ideal customers, what are their objections, how I'm going to handle it, keep regularly following up with them, and do a lot of relationship building. That's it. That is sales discipline. Here, I want to leave you with one question. What's more harder for you? Making the first call of the day or following up for the fifth time, right? एक customer ने 2-3 बार follow up हमने किया, उसने नहीं जवाब दिया, उसने phone नहीं उठाया, the person didn't answer the phone. आप next time, third, fourth time पे आप बोलोगे, ये customer कभी phone ही नहीं उठाता है. But you don't know that the customer might be genuinely busy. He might be a serious customer. So please make multiple calls. अगर आपका morning में उस customer ने phone नहीं उठाया, आप दोपहर में try करो या आप evening में try करो, thinking that during the day the customer is busy. Evenings might be a better time. So call him in the evening. If 2-3 times the person doesn't pick up, send a WhatsApp, send an email, send whatever. Try to reach out to somebody else in his team who can actually deliver your message that you're trying to get a meeting with that customer. So I think you need to answer, what is more harder for you? Making the first call of the day or following up for the 5th or the 6th or the 10th time with a customer? And here I want to give you your daily 3-3-3 rule. Now, what does that 3-3 rule means? Meaning reaching out to 3 new prospects on a daily basis, making 3 new follow-ups on a daily basis, and creating 3 relationship building touch points on a daily basis. Apart from your regular follow-ups that you're doing, you're meeting clients, you're talking to them. But if you start doing just these 3 new prospects, 3 new follow-ups on a daily basis, and 3 new relationship building touch points if you start creating, let me tell you, your funnel will never get empty. So here, I'm going to give you a quick reflection tip here. Please write down. If you've got a notepad, if you want to write down on your phone, do that. But write down, what is that one daily discipline that you're going to follow for the next 30 days? Because if you do that for the next 30 days, it'll become a habit. And then you don't need to actually put like too much of an effort to, do that exercise or do that activity that you're planning. And that could be anything. Now, 3-3 rule that you're following, that is fine. But if you want to bring in more discipline, you can say that this is one activity that I will do on daily basis apart from that 3-3-3 rule that I've made, right? It could be that I will make 5 quality follow-up calls every day, or I will read industry related articles online just to get what is the sense of the market happening. Every day for 10 minutes I'm going to spend on that, or I will review and update my sales pipeline daily at 5 o'clock in the evening. When you make these rules for yourself, when you say this is something that I will do for the next 30 days, then you are unstoppable, let me tell you. Now, coming to the third pillar, that is being target oriented, it says for itself. If I had to ask you that what is your target for the month or for the week or for a quarter, you will take some time to think through, okay, this is my target. But have you broken down that target further into different levels? In order to say that, okay, fine, if I have to achieve X number of target, how many leads do I need? And if I'm getting these leads, how many site visits will I create? From those site visits, how many closures will I do? Depending on what is your target. Say you've got a lump sum target or you've got unit numbers targets. So you look at what is your average deal size and you say, okay, fine, how many deals you need to make? And if you think your past record says that your conversion rate is 20%, then you know how many prospects that you need for closing those many number of deals. When you get that figure, you know how many working days in a month you have. So simply you'll arrive at how many per day prospects you need to touch upon. And you also need to look at how will you improve your conversion ratio. If today you're sitting at 15%, strive to increase that by another 3 to 5%. And then the following month increase it further, so that till you reach a particular point where you are surprised with your performance, what you did like 6 months back and what you're doing right now. You will be amazed if you start dissecting your target into miniature milestones. This is what I'm supposed to do. If you've not done that, start doing it. It's going to really help you a lot. So take this challenge today. Own every number, no more excuses. Follow the daily 3-3-3 rule. Share your micro targets with your managers even before they ask you, because targets are not your boss's dream. They're your personal scoreboard. So if you start winning every day, let me tell you, the big win is very soon going to start following you. On that note, we come to the end of our episode. I really hope that you found it useful. And if you did, you know what to do. Share it with your friends and in your known circle. You never know, somebody out there might want to listen to this. And lastly, hit the subscribe button if you've still not subscribed to my channel. I'm going to see you in my next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.